It was 3 in the morning. Two angels wake me up. I feel like it's a lovely experience. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're over here close to my pillow. They're, standing next to the bed. Um, and, I turn to see them. It just made me feel like, everything's just going to go well for me. I'm just, I feel like every time I see angels and they always, it's always a great experience, for the most part. I see two of them and they're like, they're like, look. And then I look and I'm like, oh my God, there's like 1,000 demons in the room. Like I've never seen that many at all at one time in my life. So I'm just like, I look at them and I'm like, why are y'all just standing here? Like, do something. Like, why are you just standing here? And then they're basically making me feel like we're not that kind. And I'm like, I've seen angels fight demons before. Why it's two of y'all, it's one of me. Why are you just sitting here? And they're just like, I'm like basically saying, do your job, and they're like, we're doing our job. Like we're like they had to make me understand like we're not that kind of, angel from heaven, And when I look at them, I'm like, well, they do have some nice clothes on. They are, kind of like, I mean, the robes are looking real tight. I'm like, they don't look like fighting kind. So I'm like, they don't look like the fighting ones I've seen. So they don't have any armor or anything. They're just looking real decked out in their nice robes. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Why, And they're like praying tongues. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, well, can't we tag team? It's two of y'all, it's one of me. Can y'all, pray in tongues too? And they're just like, no, it's just you. And I'm just looking like I'm just having a tantrum with them that because I'm scared of all these demons in the room. And they're just like, hey, you can't get scared. You got to calm down. And I'm just like, and I'm like, okay. And usually, when someone tells me calm down, it doesn't make me feel comfort, but they said it in such a graceful, nice way. I was like, okay. When they said calm down, I was like, fine. And I was like, well, what if my tongues don't work for all these demons? They were all shapes and sizes. I mean, it was like a lot of small ones. There were many ones, small ones, medium, large, extra large, and some super sized ones. And I'm like, oh my, and they just kind of, the angels looked at me like, hey, oh, she doesn't know what she has inside, and I'm just like, I'm like, apparently, I don't know what I have inside. They just, kind of looked at me like I'm a baby with training pants on, or, like I don't understand the, power of Christ inside, that I'm even questioning about, you know, what's the backup plan if my tongues don't work, and those things like that. So basically, I started praying in tongues, and then the little ones run out the room real fast, like they're scared. And then, um, I'm still a little nervous, and I'm still feeling like, oh my goodness, all of them didn't leave. Just, only the small ones ran out when I first started doing praying in tongues. And then they're like, hey, calm down. The angels are like, they want you to get upset. They want you to feel angry, or they want you to get scared so they can get inside of you. Just so I'm like, oh, you know, let me just kind of close my eyes while I pray in tongues so I don't have to look at them while I'm praying all these demons out. And then so I'm praying in tongues longer. I'm getting more impatient. I think it's been like 10 minutes. Then I kind of peek and open my eye a little bit to see if some of them left. Then a few of them more, they left, and I just kind of look over at the angels like, okay, and they're just like, by size, the longer, basically they're saying like the bigger ones go, the longer you pray in tongues. So I was just like, oh, I'm just looking at them like, oh, and so I continue, and basically all of them finally leave after about 20 minutes of praying in tongues. And then, um, they, then the angels left.